Okay, hopefully you can hear me over the sound of my dishwasher and washing machine. Let's see. Your above and beyond task. Oh, you'll see this up on Compass. So we've got two bivariate sets of data. You have to create a scatter plot. And then interpret what you see in scatter plot. There'll be an equation given, and there'll be a value for R given the scatter plot as well. And what I'd like for you to do is to go through those and explain those and input those into the Canva or the Piktochart thing that you've done. Okay, so let's see, how do we create a, what am I talking about when I say the bivariate sets of data? Here is two bivariate sets of data. It means I've got two variables. So I'm going to take this one, distance versus time to get to school. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to paste this. I want to paste it into my into another document. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to paste it into this, and I am going to put a heading, and I'm going to say insert, and we'll say time taken in minutes. And we're going to say distance in kilometers. Basically, what I did, or basically what this is how long took people to get to school, and that's your distance of how far they had to travel, whether it's public transport or by car. There's a bit all over the place, but anyhow, that's what it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all this data and we're going to select it. Now that we've selected it, we are going to go to Insert, and we're going to go to Charts. And I'm going to choose this scatter plot, but I'm not going to do that one right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do more scatter charts. So I'm saying XY scatter, and I'm choosing the second one here, distance, and then I'm going to click OK, and I'm hoping it's going to, okay, so that's what I've got there. So that's what it looks like now. Now I'm going to go to Quick Layout. This is the important part. I'm going to go to Quick Layout, and I am going to choose this one here that has the f of x thing. Okay, so now I've got that, and that's what I'm putting in there. We'll talk about that. So here is my chart. Just moving things around a little bit. I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it downwards to here. And I'm going to take my chart. I can actually select the thing. It's really frustrating. Don't like using Excel. Can't move it. Can I move it? No, I'm moving the dots instead. Okay, anyhow, hopefully you get the idea. It is a bit fiddly. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to move that to there. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. And there we go. So that's what it's got. From there, I've got to put my titles in. Now I'm going to put in time. And I'm going to put in distance. Now, we've already got a bit of a problem with this. Distance. And I'm going to ask this question. Does time affect the distance, or does the distance affect the time? Well, the distance affects the time. So we've already got our independent and dependent variables incorrect. So what we're going to do, we're going to change it around. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to delete my whole graph. Delete, remove, where is it? I'm under a bit of time pressure here. The bigger the video, the longer, the bigger the data is. And I'm going to take my time taken, and I'm going to move that column. It's incredibly frustrating. I'm going to move that column to here. So now I'm going to select that data, and I'm going to say, let's make a chart. So insert, scatter plot, more charts. No, yep, that one, time taken in minutes. Yeah, that way. Quick layout, and I'm going to choose that one again. So once again, so we see it happening there. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm putting in my correct labels. And then what, so that's the chart. So like I say, a lot of things are grouped here. So that tells me that shorter kilometers means a shorter amount of time, basically, because of what I was saying, and then it gets spread out more as it goes. Okay, so that's, so that is this part. Create a scatter plot. So explain what you can see in terms of the scatter plot. Do some research to determine what the linear equation, that is this, 1.01x plus 9.4205. Talk about that. This is not a line of best fit. This is a regression, a line of regression. This R squared is something else. So that is the next thing. Do some research and determine what the R value means and what it has to do with your data. So this is your, I think it's R, I think it's Pearson's correlation coefficient, which so you can have a look and see exactly what that means. But that's what you do there. And then what you do is you take this and you put it once again into a picture, paint. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm going to say File, Save As. I'm going to make it a JPEG. I'm going to call it Bivariate. And I'm going to go to pick the chart, wherever it may be. There it is. I'm going to go Upload. I'm going to upload that picture. Bivariate. And there it is. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it in here. Just thinking. And then I will talk about what we're seeing here in the scatter plot, what the equation means, and what the R means. And I'll leave it at that. So that's basically the above and beyond part of your task.